Hi! Hello! This is Teacher Eleanor, your science teacher. Good day, children! How are you? Kumusta naman mo? Diyo tara sa panahon, no? Ikaupat naman dayon ta nga semana. So, lain na sa nga atong isadihan karon. But before mag-start sa atong lesson, we will have to pause for a while first for our morning prayer. Ready na ba mo? Sige, let us start our morning prayer. You may recite after me. Lord, thank you for a new day. Please go before me and clear the way. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for loving me. In Jesus' name, amen. Welcome to Quarter 2, Module 4. This is all about animals, characteristics of vertebrates. So for the past 3 weeks, ato gisadihan class ang body systems. Like for example, ang atong integumentary system, our nervous system, our circulatory system, our digestive system, respiratory system, and ang ato sang musculoskeletal system. So since di man nata sa atong body system, mo-proceed na sad ta sa lain nato nga topic, which is all about animals. Animals are classified into two. We have the vertebrate animal and the invertebrate animal. So, for this week, ang atong isadihan is all about vertebrate animal. So when you say vertebrate animal class, these are the animals that have bones in their bodies. So, are you now ready to learn about vertebrate animals? Okay, very good. What I need to know. So this module class was designed and written with you in mind. It is here to help you master the lesson about animals. So after going through this module, you are all expected to describe the distinguishing characteristics of each group of vertebrates, classify each group of vertebrate, and list examples of each group of vertebrates. So, mo ato isadihan kung unsa ang mga distinguishing characteristics sa mga vertebrate animals. Kay there are 5 groups of it man. And then, ato sila i-classify. And then, we are going to give some examples. So, before mo nga tuta sa atong main lesson, let us have a short pre-test first. Are you ready? Okay, you may get your answer sheets now. Na. Sige, let's start. Listen first to the direction as I read it for you. Match the characteristics of vertebrates in column A with their classification in column B. Meaning, ang naa sa column A, ang ilang mga distinguishing characteristics, while in column B, ang ilang classification. You are going to write the letter only. Is it understood? Very good. Now, let's start number 1. They have mammary gland to feed their young. They have mammary gland to feed their young. Look at the choices in column B. So we have A, birds, B, amphibians, C, mammals, D, fish, and E, reptiles. Number 2, they have moist skin and can live both in land and in water. moist skin, and can live on land and in water? A, B, C, D, or E? Finish. Now let's go to number 3. They have dry, scaly skin. They have dry, scaly skin. Number 4. They have beak and wings used in flying. They have beak and wings used in flying. And finally, number 5, they have gills and fins and they live in water. They have gills and fins and they live in land and they live in water. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, don't you worry because this is just a pretest. You may look at or you may replay the video if you are in doubt of your answer. Now, let's proceed. Identify the classification of animals by writing mammals, amphibians, fish, birds, or reptiles on the blanks provided. Write your answer on your answer sheet. Take note, you are going to write mammals, amphibians, fish, birds, or reptiles. Class, be careful with the spelling because when you write it wrongly, it will be marked wrong. You look at the illustration because I will not say any word. Okay? Now, you may start with number 6 up to 10. Are you finished? Okay, let me extend for just few seconds. Okay, we will be checking your answer later. Okay, lesson 1 is all about animals, the characteristics of vertebrates. So, ato studihan kung unsa man ang mga klase sa vertebrates ug unsa man ang ilang mga characteristics. Now, if you are going to look anywhere, you can see plenty of animals. Animals can be found anywhere in our environment. It could be in the sea, sa dagat, or it could be in the grassland, sa mga grasses, sa forest, sa lasang, sa ponds, sa sanctuary, and even in our homes. Diba? Sa balay nasa yung mga animals. These animals in different ecosystems and habitats are classified as vertebrates and invertebrates. So, gi-classify ni nga mga animals as to animals nga naay backbone. They are called vertebrates. And to animals that have no bones or no backbone. So, they are called invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbones and have varying body parts. Nasa lain nga body parts used in walking, it could be in swimming, it could be in flying, in climbing, in hopping, and lots of other actions. Now, they will be eating grass. Some of them eat meat, others eat insects and seeds as their food. Okay, let's proceed. Try to look at what's in. Okay, look at the direction. Choose the letter of the correct answer and write your answers in your answer sheet. Okay, tanawa ang atong illustration. I will not say a word for the illustration, but I will read the question twice. Ready na? Number 1. Which of the following animals can be found in our locality? Kana sa ato ba lang ba palibot? Which of these animals can be found in the locality? A, B, C, or D? Just write the letter only. Okay? Number 2. Animals are classified as vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbones, while invertebrates are animals without backbones. You are going to identify the following animals whether they are classified as vertebrates na ay bukog or invertebrates walay bukog. Write your answer on the blanks provided. Now, if you think walay enough space, you may use the back portion or sa mga kilid-kilid lang sa inyong answer sheet. Okay? Letter A. We have butterfly. Vertebrate, invertebrate. Take note, wrong spelling, wrong. Now, letter B. Still number 2 pa ta ha. Letter B, carabao. Carabao. Letter C, chicken. Chicken. Letter D, snail. Snail. Suso. Or snail. And letter E, praying mantis. Praying mantis. Okay, let's proceed to number 3. To what group of animals does the illustration belong? Look at the illustration. What group of animals kanang inyo makita angan ha? A, vertebrates. B, arthropods. Letter C, invertebrate. And letter D, insects. Write the letter only. Number 4. Which is the distinguishing characteristics of invertebrates? Distinguishing characteristics of invertebrates. Letter A. They have backbones. B. They have spinal cord. Letter C. They have no backbone. And letter D. They have brain. A, B, C, or D. Okay. What's new? You may read the poem silently along with me. Try to understand because after reading the poem, na ay mga questions that follow. Okay? Go! The title of the poem is Vertebrates. Have you seen animals that swim? They have gills, fins, and scales. Spotted in the sea, oceans, and rivers, they are fish like tilapia, swordfish, and milkfish. Have you ever seen animals that crawl? They have dry, scaly skin, just like snakes, lizards, and turtles. Some have 4 legs, others have none. These are reptiles, hatched from eggs. Have you ever seen 4-legged animals that hop and jump? They have fur. Some have hairs, others have skin. They give birth, feed their young with mammary glands. They are mammals like dogs, cats, and goats. Have you ever seen animals that fly? They have wings, beak, and claws, living in the trees and forests, building their nests in trunks. They are birds like parrots, owls, and doves. Have you ever seen animals that croak? They have smooth, scaly skin, living on land and in water. They love to hop and eat insects at night. These are amphibians, just like salamanders, toads, and frogs. Okay? I hope the poem gave you a hint on the following questions that follow. Directions. Complete the missing letters to form the correct answer. Write your answers in your science journal, or on your answer sheet. I'm sorry. Okay, have you seen number 1? Question number 1. What is common among animals that swim? Can you still recall? Animals that swim. There are given letters there. We have G on the beginning and S at the end. So you are going to fill in 3 missing letters. Okay, number 2. What characteristic is common among reptiles? What characteristic is common among reptiles? Given letters are C and W, 3 missing letters also. Number 3. What is common among parrots, owls, and doves? Parrots, owls, and doves. Given letters are W and S. Again, there are 3 missing letters. Number 4. What is common among mammals like dogs, cats, and goats? Beginning letter is F. You are going to fill in 2 more letters. And finally, number 5. What is common among amphibians? What is common among amphibians? Medyo lisod-lisod si amphibians, kaya dagan-dagan ng letters. So, given letters are S, 3 missing letter, first word, T and H. Next, the second word start with letter S. Then, you have 2 missing letters. Correction class, dili na L nga na, but it's letter K. No? And then skin. Okay? Don't you worry kung medyo naglisod because you can still replay this. Okay? Next. Animals are found in the locality. So makita lang nato sila bisag asa. Pwede sa balay, pwede sa gawas, pwede sa dagat, di ba? Ako gingang kaganiha. And they are classified into vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbones that give shape and support to their body. Bones are predominant feature in the body of vertebral animals that serve as protection of the internal organs. The presence of bones in the animal's body helps the animals to walk, jump, crawl, and swim. Okay, mo ito yung distinguishing characteristic of vertebrates. Animals can be oviparous and viviparous. So what is the difference between the two? Lisod kay sila pag-pronounce. Oviparous and viviparous. So when we say viviparous, these are animals that are born alive, meaning gisabak sila sa ilang mama. Born alive by their parents, particularly the mother, such as dogs, carabaos, and cats. Mga viviparous, born alive. While on the other hand, the oviparous animals, these are the animals that are hatched from eggs, meaning wala sila gisabak, giitlog anay sila, like the chicken, the duck, and the snake, and lots of other animals. Okay, try to look at the animals. So you have there vertebrate animals. Do you notice apil ta? Yes, of course, apil jud ta. Nga naman, our body has bones. Remember, ato gistudihan ang musculoskeletal system. So that means kita mismo naagid tay bones in our body, di ba? Vertebrates are grouped into 5, no? Naay 5 ka group ang vertebrates. And the first group of these are the group of mammals. So man di ay ang mammals. What are mammals? So mammals are warm-blooded animals that are born alive or viviparous. They have hair or fur as their body covering, and mammary gland to feed their young with milk. So, warm-blooded. Hikapa daw kuno ito lawas. Init bunaw. Yes, warm. Because we are still alive. So, warm-blooded. Born alive. Are we born alive? Giitlog ta ni mama or gisaba? Yes, again. We are born alive. Naatay hair? Of course, naatay hair. Nagaling ko hair, di ba? Okay, so our skin have tiny hairs on that. Nay mga dagan mga hair ang atong skin. And we have mammary gland. Ang mga mama, no, ang mga girls na mammary gland that produce milk, no, in preparation for the babies to come. So, kita sa DI, we are mammals. Okay, look at the examples, no, nga ako gipakita. We have carabao na ay daghan kaayo. We have plenty of carabaos, no, bisag sa kanajing na ay carabao. In going to Sumangka na agyapoy carabao. We have pigs, of course. Part man galing na sa ato ng life ang pigs, no, kay kanang naanday mag-business, di ba? Next, we also have goats. No, kanang goats. So, kana siyang carabao, kanang pigs, kanang goats, mga lakna sila. No, they are considered viviparous. Oh, look at the other illustration nga gihatag nga na. Oh, naa sa giraffe, nasa zebra, and also horse. These are some examples of mammals. Mammals, or the characteristics of mammals. Number 1, ingon ako ganiha. From the left ha, viviparous. Then, mammals have 4 limbs na ay upat, no? Na ay kamot duha na asay tiil. Pero not all mammals have limbs. Naa silaing mammals nga walay limbs, just like the dolphins. Mammal's body is covered with hair. So, naay hair. Mammals move in different ways. Lain-lain nga pag-move. Pwede mo dagan, pwede mo hop, pwede mo jump, diba? And then, we also have mammals that fly. No? Kung naay mammal nga mo swim, nasa'y mammal nga mo fly. And these are the bats. Bats are the flying mammals. Dolphins are swimming mammals. Next classification is fish. No? So may binisay sa fish. Fish da. Okay, isda. Fish are cold-blooded animals. So, dili na sila pareho sa mammals, kaya ang mammals warm-blooded. But this time, ang fish, cold-blooded animals. Then, bodies are not covered with hair. Rather, bodies are covered with scales. Naa siya'y mga himbis. Nasa siya'y tails. Kita na tayo tails? Wala. Pero ang carabao naa, ang pig naa. They have tails, ang fishes. And they have fins. Naasan sila'y fins that help them swim. So, kita na atay limbs para ta maka-move, makadagan. Ang fish, para sila makaswim, they have tails and fins. And then, fishes are not born alive, but they are hatched from eggs. And of course, they breathe through their gills. Naa sila'y hasang. Kita mo sa mga isda ka ng presko kaayo, nga imo siya ihawa sa dagat, ang iyang nga rin magbuka-buka, no? Okay, kay ni-breathe naman siya through the gills. Kita, naabatay gills? Yes, wala tay gills. Kay ang naa nato is lungs. Diba? Part sa atong respiratory system. Okay, so we have some examples of fishes that are found in our locality. So in the market, nagpalit pa galing ninyong mama ana. No? Mga little fishes, hinok na siya. Hinok. No? Lami kayo na siya ipaksiw. Now, another examples, combination na siya sa tamarong, hasa-hasa. They're found in our market. No? And then, other examples, mga gwapa nga mga isda. They are expensive and they are so delicious and nutritious. Maya-maya, pugapo, and then nasa'y budlatan. Okay, I love these fishes, but I don't love the price. Okay. What are the characteristics of fishes? So, all fish are aquatic. So, dili mo makakita og isda nga nagbakya pasidong sa market. There are fishes in the market sold or being sold by the tindera and tindero. But the fishes came from the dagat or came from the sea and in the water. So, they're called aquatic animals. All fish are vertebrates. Wala gyud fish nga walay bukog. No, like kay na siya sa cats ang fish. Fish bones. All fish have gills na sila'y mga hasang. All fish have appendages in the form of fins. And most fish have skin with scales. Most. So, that means, dili sa tanan fish na ay himbis. Like for example, kanang mga common nga isda, nga way himbis like bulis. Wala na siya himbis. Wala ko kakitaan na naghimbis kay sinaw na kay siya. So, pero most of the fishes have himbis or scales. Is it understood? Okay, let's proceed to the next. Next classification or the third classification or third group of vertebrates are the birds. No, mga birds, mga langgam. Kita na mo dagan kay langgam? Dagan kay langgam. Even in the school, di ba? During our class last year, samtang magplay galing mo, dagan kay langgam nga magsigi og lupad-lupad. Now, try to look at some birds when you go out from your house later. Okay, and identify the name. Ako gamay ra ako nakuanan nga mga names sa langgam. But I really love to see some birds, no? Especially kung naata sa TV or some kuan kanang sa internet. Ganahan ko magkinita og birds. Especially mga lovebirds. Plenty of colors. They are so beautiful to look at. So, birds are warm-blooded animals just like us, no? Warm-blooded sa day sila. So, kung ato sila hikapon, init sad ang ilang lawas. But, dili sila pareho nato because we are born alive. And birds are hatched from eggs. So, they are called oviparous. Oviparous sila kay hatch from eggs man. They have a pair of limbs na sila duha lang ka tikling nga tiil. No? And the tiil or the limbs are used for hopping. Mag-hop lang na sila. And they also have a pair of wings. So, saan gamit sa wings? Yes, the wings are used in flying. So, there are birds who have wings but can't fly. Mo agree mo ni Ana? Oh, yes, there are birds that have wings but they cannot fly. Nasa ito example nga na a beak na sila'y sungon, no teeth, no? If you look at the birds, wala sila'y ngipon. They have no teeth, but they have a beak, gamay, or a bill, taas. No, a beak or a bill is used in getting the food as well as for protecting themselves from their enemies. So, naanay ang gamit sa ilang beak not just in getting the food but also for protection against their enemies. Okay, try to look at the examples below. Tanawa, kita ang examples? Okay, on the left side, we have plenty of birds. They are called doves. No? So, kana siya ato na makitaan nga daghan sa atong plaza. No, kini siya nga mga birds o taken na siya sa atong pier. Sa atong pier. There are lots of doves in our plaza and in our pier. The second examples, di ba naghiskuta ka ganiha? Not all birds can fly. Okay, kanang mga ostrich, no, they cannot fly because their bodies are so heavy. Very fatty kayo sila. And then, ang ilang wings are so cute. So, they can run very fast, but they cannot fly. Okay, next. Uy, ang Papa. Ang pet ni Papa. Ang pet ni Lolo. Ang chicken. Chicken. Chicken man na, ma'am. Dili man na bird. Chicken is also a bird. No? It belongs to the bird family. O, di ba pareho ang kuan nila characteristics? Duha siya tiil and has wings to fly. Lay eggs, wag iyang lawas, warm-blooded. Okay. And we also have, I guess it's a city bird. No? Mamaya ito, makuanan ang city bird. Okay, so those are some examples of birds. So what are the characteristics of birds? Okay, number 1. Bodies are covered with feathers. So wala sila hair pareho sa ato, pero feathers, nakapalibot ang feathers. And then, yes, na sila bones, but are thin, nipis. Di ba naghisot ko ganiya tikling nga tiil? And then, hollow. So, wala kay sud ang ilang bones sa ilawom. Hollow. Because if naisod siya sa ilawom, it makes their body heavy. So, they cannot fly anymore. Okay. Another characteristics, the four-limb function on wings used for flight, not for grasping. So, ang limbs day niya, ang four limbs, ang nasa tubangan nga limbs, ang iyang wings, used for flying. And the two hind limbs, ang sa luyo, muna ng iyang tiil nga na ay claw. No? Clawed toes support the body. And then, toothless. Di ba naging ko ganiya? Wala silang ngipon. But they have horny beak is present. Beak or kanang taas, bill. Then number 6, body temperature is generated and regulated internally. They are classified as endothermic animals. So ang kainito nila nasa ilang lawas, di ba? Number 4, four-chambered heart. Just like us, ang atong heart na upat ka chambers. So, ang mga chicken, ang mga birds, they have 4 chambered hearts. Them amniote eggs are encased in hard, calcium-containing shells. So, ang mga eggs protected by shells. And then, most species eggs are incubated in the nest. No, kaya ang mga eggs lumluman na sa mama bird or sa mama hen. Okay? Next, the fourth group of vertebrates are the amphibians. Medyo lison-lison na ning mga amphibians. Take note, kadaghanan sa amphibians na aragyapon sa palibot, especially kung mag-uwan. Diba? Because they will croak. Makrog sila. And these are the frogs. Amphibians are cold-blooded animals hatched from eggs. So, dili sila pareho nato, dili sila pareho sa birds. They are also hatched from eggs. They spend part of their lives in water. Usually when they are still very young, they will grow in the water or they live in water. And when they grow up and becomes mature, they can now live on land. Some examples are, of course, ang kanang frog na inyo makita diha. We also have salamander, newt, toad, and Sicilian. So what's the difference between toad and frogs? Okay, by just looking at their physical features, mas dako gid ang mga toads kontra sa frog. Okay, for same family ra na sila. So we have here some examples about toads of North America. Ang North America ra ba di ay may naay toads? No. Pero in North America, daghan lang kayo sila toads. Okay, try to look at the examples. So what are the characteristics of amphibians? Amphibians consist of frogs, salamanders, newts, and Sicilians. They share 5 key characteristics. What are they? They have legs. They have lungs. Wala sila gills, ha? They have lungs. Double loop circulation. Partially divided heart. And cutaneous respiration. So, ang ilang pag-respire, pag-ginhawa, the exchange of gases, the oxygen and carbon dioxide take place in the moist skin. Sa ilang skin. Okay. So, we have here another examples. So, kagani ako ipakita toads. Karon, newts. Ay, nana. That is how newts look like. Mura siya, somewhat like alligator, no? Or sa bana, mura siya lizard, mura siya kuan, tanawa. Then, naa siya 4 ka legs, naasad siya tail. Okay. We also have salamanders of North America. Salamander. Mura na siya gahas, naa siya sa dagat, pero naa siya tiil. No, mudako na ganyan siya pagmay, mudako sa danyang tiil. Mani mga salamander, they are living in the water. Okay, and of course, frog. No? Mom, na may mga makaon na frog? Yes, that's true. Na ay frog nga makaon na magidagang baligya sa merkado. And most of the people who were able to eat kanang pakra, they said it's really syrup. Syrup to the bones. Na, kuha ko na iluod. Dili na nato imagine nga gikan siya sa pakra or frog. And finally, the fifth group are the group of reptiles or reptiles. They are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded gyapon sila. No, they are hatched from eggs. Pili na ko ang mammals ra gyud maoy warm-blooded og born alive. Although ang bird, warm-blooded siya, pero hatched from eggs, just like the other group. They have dry, scaly skin. Ang amphibians, moist ang ilang skin, pero ang reptiles, dry. Some are turtles, chameleons, snake, lizard, and gecko. So kana ding mga tukto nga naa sa atong atop, they are classified as reptiles or reptiles. So, what are the 5 groups of vertebrates? Number 1 is mammals, correct? Number 2, birds. Number 3, fish. Number 4, amphibians. And finally, number 5, reptiles or reptiles. Now, reptiles are cold-blooded. They lay eggs with all same shape and size. Ang ilang teeth take care of themselves after hatching, unlike us, ato i-protect si baby pagkati magpanganak. But the reptiles don't, no? Ilalang biyaan ang ilang mga eggs. They have tough, dry skin, protective scales or plates. Tough, dry nga protective scales. Okay, since we are through with the 5 groups of vertebrates, ako balikon, we have the mammals, the birds, the fishes, the amphibians, and the reptiles. So, let us now have a short exercise, an activity. Look at what's more. So, the direction goes this way. Classify the following vertebrates in their proper column. Write your answer in your answer sheet. So, ato sila i-classify as to mammals, asa nila ang amphibians, the reptiles, the birds, and the fishes. So, 5 ha. Number 1 is mammals, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and fishes. Your words are there. Tanawa inyong words. You have bangus, lizard, snake, bat, and tilapia. Second column, we have maya, cat, swarm frog, stingray, kanang pagi, and then toad. And then the third column, frog, galunggong isda. Galunggong, gecko or toko, crocodile, and carabao. So, are you ready? Take note, wrong spelling, wrong. Okay? So, you have there bangus, lizard, snake, bat, tilapia, maya, cat, swarm frog, stingray, toad. And then you have frog, galunggong, gecko, toko, crocodile, and carabao. Are you finished? Okay, don't you worry. You can still replay this. Pwede na gyapon ninyo i-replay to make your score perfect. It's very easy. Okay, what I have learned. So, what have you learned during our discussion? So, you're going to fill in each blank with the correct word. Write the answers on your answer sheet. Okay, I learned that vertebrates are classified as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ako to ibalik-balik ganiha. The blank are animals that are born alive and have hair and and fur as their body covering. The blank are animals that have scales, fins, and gills, and they live in water. While blank are animals that have dry, scaly skin and hatch from eggs. The blank are animals that have moist skin with beak or bills and have wings. Okay, I'm sorry. Murag nalipat ko kadiyot. I will repeat it again. The blank are animals that have moist skin and can live both on land and in water. And the blank have beak or bills and have wings. Okay. Are you finished? Repeat, anay. O, pwede lagi hapon ninyo ni i-replay. Take note, wrong spelling, wrong. Okay, for your assessment. Okay, test na ta. Look at the lower portion of your answer sheet. Make sure nga perfect in yung work, no? So, write the correct classification of vertebrates as illustrated. Write the answer on your answer sheet. Can you still recall? What are you going to answer? You have mammals, birds, fish, reptiles, and amphibians. Again, let me repeat it for you. Your answers will be mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fishes. Okay, try to look at number 1. Easy. Diba? Number 2. Look at number 2. Very easy. Spelling lang. Number 3. What is that? Number 4. And finally, number 5. Okay? Okay, for number 6 up to 10, you are going to write the letter of the correct answer. I will read the question, then you will try to select. No? Select na lang ka sa mga choices. All given set of animals are classified in one vertebrate group, which is not. Meaning, gi-classify ko na sila as vertebrate. Asa ko na nila ang dili. Group 1, gecko, snake, crocodile, iguana. Gecko, snake, crocodile, iguana. Group 2, dolphin, cat, horse, sheep. Dolphin, cat, horse, sheep. Number 3, ostrich, bat, penguin, duck. Ostrich, bat, penguin, duck. And number 4, toad, newt, salamander, frog. Toad, newt, salamander, frog. O, asa man nila ang nalahi kay dili sila same group. Number 7, goats, cats, dogs, and rabbits are mammals, have characteristics that differ from other vertebrates. Which of the following features does not describe mammal. Which of the following features does not describe mammal? A, B, C, and D. Okay, let's proceed. Number 8. In what way do amphibians differ from reptiles or reptiles? In what way do amphibians differ from reptiles or reptiles? From amphibians from reptiles or reptiles. Usa ko nga paagi nga nagdiferensya o nagkalahi-lahi ang amphibians o ang reptiles. A, have backbones. B, amphibians can live both on land and water. Letter C, amphibians can crawl. Letter D, amphibians are oviparous. Katong mangitlog. A, B, C, or D. Okay? Number 9. Ostrich or ostriches are classified as birds but cannot fly. Why? Why do ostrich can't fly? A, they have thick feathers. Baka kay siyag feathers. B, they have heavy weight. Bugat kay siya. C, they are afraid of heights. Mahadlok sila og heights, mga taas. And letter D, they prefer to be in land. And number 10. Some animals were taken from their natural habitat by hunters or people and were being sold in pet shop. So na ako ni uban nga mga animals nga gikuha og mga tao, they are the hunters. No, and then gibaligya sila ngadto sa pet shops. Which of these will you do in order to minimize the activities that endanger the species of animals? Kung sa may angay na ito buhaton para malikayan or ma-minimize, maibanan ang mga activities nga mo'y makahatag og danger sa mga animals. Try to look at the choices. A, B, C, or D. For your additional activities, make an inventory of vertebrates found in your community and suggest ways of protecting these animals. Mukhatag lang magtulong nga makit-an ninyo mga animals sa inyong palibot. No? Ayo ato apila to mga mga reindeer, mga giraffe, kaya wala man taana, mga lion, tanawa lang sa inyong silingan. Mugawas lang mo tanaw kung unsa mga animals inyong makit-an. And then, second column, what are the ways of protecting these animals? Unsa may inyong mga paagi para maprotektahan kana nga mga animals? Angay ba nato silang dakpon? Ibaligya? Angay ba nato silang batoon? Are you going to throw stones on them? Angay ba nato silang pakaunon? Are we going to feed them? Diba? So, pagkuan mo og mga ways in protecting them para dili sila mawagtang, ma-endanger. Or para musanay pa ang ilang mga kaliwan. Okay? Okay. So, kay Tima naman ta, we are already through with our lesson. Let me say thank you class for viewing this video lesson. I hope as your science teacher, si Ma'am G, si Teacher Eleanor, nakatabang ko, nakahelp ko ninyo in our lesson. No? I hope I am of help to you to learn our lesson, which is all about vertebrates. And for now, let me say thank you and goodbye. See you on our next video lesson. Bye-bye.